Kim Sun-young. The name whispers fear into the heart of any true martial artist. He was a Korean martial arts master, shrouded in mystery. Some call him a legend, others, a monster. He is best known as my sensei, John Kreese's teacher. Kreese brought Kim Sun-young's brutal fighting style, the way of the fist, to America. This style became the foundation of Cobra Kai. Kim Sun-young's teachings emphasized no mercy, no remorse. He believed in winning at all costs. This philosophy left a dark stain on the world of martial arts. His methods were brutal, his teachings extreme, but there's no denying his impact. He shaped Cobra Kai into the powerhouse it is today. Little is known about Kim Sun-young's early life. He was said to have trained in the mountains of Korea. There, he honed his skills in isolation. His philosophy, the way of the fist, was forged in the fires of conflict. He believed that life was a battle. Only the strong survive. Kim Sun-young taught that compassion was weakness, hesitation a path to defeat. His students learned to strike without mercy, to exploit their opponents' vulnerabilities. His philosophy was harsh, unforgiving, but in the chaos of war it proved effective. The way of the fist was about survival. It was about winning, no matter the cost. Kim Sun-young's influence on Cobra Kai is undeniable. His teachings were not just about martial arts techniques but a philosophy that emphasized power and dominance. John Kreese, his most devoted student, brought his teachings back from the Vietnam War. Kreese was deeply affected by the brutal realities of war, and he saw Kim Sun-young's methods as a way to survive and thrive in any conflict. Kreese instilled the way of the fist into the very core of Cobra Kai. This philosophy became the foundation upon which the dojo was built, emphasizing strength, aggression, and an unyielding spirit. He trained his students to be aggressive, relentless. They were taught to strike first, strike hard, and show no mercy, embodying the very essence of Kim Sun-young's teachings. Terry Silver, my former friend and co-sensei, was also drawn to the power of Kim Sun-young's teachings. Silver saw these teachings as a way to gain control and assert dominance in the martial arts world. He saw them as a way to dominate, to rise above. For Silver, the teachings were not just about self-defense, but a means to achieve power and influence. The Cobra Kai dojo became a breeding ground for ruthless competitors. Students were molded into fighters who would stop at nothing to win. Students were taught to exploit weakness, to show no mercy. This approach created a culture of fear and intimidation within the dojo. This aggressive style led to many victories but also created a legacy of pain and resentment. The intense training and ruthless tactics left a mark on everyone involved. Kim Sun-young's philosophy continues to shape Cobra Kai, even years after his death. His teachings have become an integral part of the dojo's identity. His influence is a dark cloud forever hanging over the dojo. The legacy of Kim Sun-young's venomous teachings remains a powerful force within Cobra Kai. Section 4. Strike First, the aggressive power of his techniques. There's no question. Kim Sun-young's fighting style was effective. It emphasized speed, aggression, and overwhelming force. His students were taught to strike first, strike hard, and never let up. He trained his students to target their opponents' weaknesses. He believed in exploiting fear and breaking their spirit. This often involved psychological warfare, using intimidation and aggression to gain an advantage. His students were known for their devastating kicks and punches, often aimed at pressure points to disable their opponents quickly. They trained relentlessly, pushing themselves to their physical limits. While effective in competition, this focus on offense often came at the expense of defense. It was a high-risk, high-reward style that left little room for error. Section 5. No Mercy, No Defense. The Dangers of Unbalanced Teachings. Kim Sun-young's teachings, while effective in creating fierce competitors, had a dangerous flaw. They lacked balance. His methods focused heavily on attack, pushing students to be relentless in their pursuit of victory. The emphasis on relentless attack meant neglecting defense, leaving students vulnerable. This one-sided approach created gaps in their training, making them easy targets in real combat situations. This lack of balance extended beyond fighting techniques. It affected their mental and emotional well-being, causing confusion and frustration among students. His philosophy of no mercy often spilled over into students' lives outside the dojo. They carried this aggressive mindset into their daily interactions. They struggled to control their aggression, blurring the lines between competition and real life. This internal conflict led to emotional turmoil. This dangerous philosophy had a devastating impact on many students. Relationships were strained, and friendships were broken. They became bullies, using their skills to intimidate and control others. The dojo's teachings had turned them into aggressors. The pursuit of victory at all costs came at a high price. Injuries and emotional scars were common among the students. While Kim Sun-young's teachings were effective in the short term, they ultimately proved unsustainable. The lack of a balanced approach led to long-term issues. The lack of balance, both in fighting and in life, ultimately led to destruction. The dojo, once a place of learning and growth, became a symbol of what happens when teachings lack harmony. Section 6. A Dark Legacy. The Enduring Mark on Martial Arts. Kim Sun-young's legacy is a complex one. There's no denying his impact on martial arts. His teachings produced some of the most skilled and feared fighters in the world. However, his influence is undeniably a dark one. His philosophy of no mercy continues to cast a shadow over Cobra Kai and the wider martial arts world. His teachings have been twisted and misused, leading to pain and suffering. Despite his controversial methods, his legacy endures. His emphasis on discipline, mental strength, and physical prowess continues to inspire some martial artists. But the question remains, can the positive aspects of his teachings be separated from the darkness? Can the way of the fist be redeemed? Section 7. The Fist's Echo. A legacy marred by controversy. Kim Sun-young's legacy will forever be debated. His contributions to martial arts are undeniable, yet the methods he employed and the philosophies he espoused have sparked intense discussions. Was he a brilliant innovator who pushed the boundaries of martial arts? His techniques were revolutionary, introducing new forms and strategies that many had never seen before, or a dangerous zealot who instilled a toxic philosophy. Critics argue that his approach fostered an environment of hostility and aggression. His teachings produced champions, but also bullies. The line between confidence and arrogance was often blurred, leading to a culture where strength was sometimes misused. He instilled discipline and mental strength, but also ruthlessness and aggression. His students were known for their unwavering focus, yet their intensity often crossed into brutality. His influence on Cobra Kai is undeniable, shaping it into a force to be reckoned with. The dojo's reputation for producing formidable fighters is a testament to his impact, but the cost of that power has been high. The physical and emotional toll on students has been significant, raising questions about the true value of such an approach. The legacy of pain and suffering left in the wake of his teachings cannot be ignored. Many have been left to grapple with the consequences of his methods. The true measure of a martial art lies not just in its effectiveness in combat, but in its impact on the lives of its practitioners. A balanced approach can foster both skill and personal growth. Kim Sun-young's way of the fist may have been effective on the battlefield, but it's clear that its place in the modern world is questionable at best. The martial arts community must reflect on these lessons. The true challenge for Cobra Kai and for all martial artists is to learn from the past and forge a path that embraces both strength and compassion, discipline and mercy. Only then can the true spirit of martial arts be honored and preserved.